Blinky, you know why I'm here, right?
Yeah, you want a new board.
I like a new board, and what I would like, Blinky, is to go from here and not change too much, because I feel like this board is so good that I don't want to tweak it too much. Why change something that already works so well? One of the things that I most liked about this board was how from tail to nose, there was no bad spot. It just, anywhere I step on it, it felt good. I love the response on the tail. When I walk the board, it's stable. Again, I feel like the only thing that might make this board slightly better would be if it would be a bit heavier. This is a board that's epoxy. On the nose, sometimes I felt like I needed that extra drive. Does that make any sense?
No,
What's your thoughts?
You're absolutely right. I mean, the heavier the board is, more momentum it will have. This board was designed to be light, real maneuverable, and nose right. I mean, the board, this is a Tommy Dane model. He's the best nose rider of Ventura. You can stand the nose all day long, but his board is 4 pounds heavier than this. You gotta realize this is a 15-pound board, will normally be about 18.
Okay.
And that 3 or 4 pounds had more momentum. And then we also did tricky stuff with this board because it was an experiment. Is we made it a quad. To try it as a quad, try as a try it as a single fin.
Yep.
And I know you rode it as a quad.
I
Now,
rode
how
it.
did you like it as a quad?
The first time I rode this board, it was as a quad. Waves were head high to overhead, and immediately I fell in love with the board. It's a 9.6, and it felt like a 9-footer. So, meaning that when I was cranking a bottom turn to go up, it would just went so fluidly and so easily up and down. Great as a quad. However, I've been in this phase of trying single fins, and I do like the feel of the single fin when I'm engaging the rails. It feels like it goes deeper into the water column, or however.
Well, it is. It's going deeper in the water because of the fin, and it's doing a longer turn because of the fin. The quad's meant to be quick.
Exactly. And I am enjoying that feel. So that's why after that first session, I did like 2 sessions with it as a quad. After that, I decided going single fin because I just enjoy the feeling of it.
How did it nose ride as a quad?
It nose rode great. The only disadvantage was that the tail would release quicker with the quad than the single fin.
Okay.
With the single fin, it was hard for me to take the tail out, to make it slide out.
Yeah.
And since forever, I've been a helicopter type of dude, and I enjoy doing helicopters. So sometimes I would force it for the tail to come out. It would not come out. This tail, and I think it's in part because of the rocker.
Yeah.
You placed an aggressive tail rocker to this board. Am I right?
Yeah. Yep, it is. It's about 4 3/4 inches tail rocker, and you got 3 3/4 inches the nose.
Okay.
So it's a reverse rocker board.
Say those numbers again.
Yeah, this is 4 3/4 tail rocker, and the nose is 3 3/4.
Okay.
You call it reverse rocker.
Okay.
We've even, since you got this one before, the latest ones I'm doing are going to 5 inches of tail rocker and 3.5 inches of nose rocker.
Okay.
Which basically, it makes the board turn a little easier, and it'll nose ride better because it's a flatter entry.
Okay.
It'll even paddle better.
Okay.
So that's probably a good change when you're thinking of your new one. But again, I don't want to change it radically, but that little teeny change of a 1/2 inch here and 1/2 inch there, 3/4 inch there, will change the board and make it nose ride better. And then, like you said, you don't have the momentum with the EPS board, but the thing's 3 pounds heavier, you're going to have tons of momentum. So you're going to give up your maneuverability for more nose riding.
Yeah. And I think
which is basically what this board was before we.
Exactly.
It was that before we changed it to a radical lightweight thing to try, but that's why it's an experiment, and that's why I put you on as a test pilot.
Yeah, you did that, and I think you sold me a board.
Yeah.
I didn't want this board, but you said, "Hey, Tupi, try this out," and I ended up going, "Blinky, sell it to me."
Couldn't live without it. Couldn't live without it.
So are you saying for this next order, Are you gonna change the rocker measurements,
What
or
I would do, my suggestion would be to increase the tail rocker 1/2 inch to go to 5.
1/2 inch?
And I would decrease the nose rocker and go to 3.5, maybe 3.25.
Okay, I'm worried that that would make the board feel so much different though.
If it does, then I'll make a different one.
Okay.
See, that's how you learn. And then what I've done in the latest ones of these is this kind of, when this concave goes way back,
Yeah.
but it ends kind of abruptly in some places. So I've taken a little concave out of it to make it a smoother entry back here.
Okay.
And what else have I done lately with it? I think that's about it.
Haven't you? I've seen in other boards where you have put some scoop,
Yeah.
if you will,
Yeah.
here.
The scoop would just enhance this board.
Yeah.
This board has never really needed it because Tommy Dane wrote it so well.
Yeah.
And when I do make these, I do take a little out, but not like I do with the nose rider. So this thing basically, my problem was if I got too thin, I couldn't get a box in it.
Oh yeah. I bet.
So, because this tail's very thin. But yeah, I can flatten this out at least, get rid of some of this.
Personally, Blinky, I feel like I don't want to go too far from what you have here. It just works so good.
Yeah, we could flatten this out a little bit.
Just a little bit, not
Yeah.
too much, please.
Yeah, no.
It's just if this board is magic. It's a great board. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, since this board, I've also changed this a little bit to have made it more beaky.
Okay.
So the new ones have more of a beak here.
The
So,
Tommy Danes?
yeah.
Okay.
They're going like that. They're going like that. And it's this where this is a rounded up. The new ones have really got a little.
Like a
Like when
beak?
Tommy wanted his last board done, he wanted to have like a bevel and that little 1.5 inch on the bottom right here.
Uh-huh.
Show you. Right here, where this rounds up,
Yeah.
he wanted it going back here at straight bevel.
Okay.
So that's how we changed it. He feels that little teeny bevel in that last instance of nose riding before it curls keeps him up.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
That's what we've done to it.
Okay.
So you got to realize this board is what, a year old?
I think I got this board 8 months ago.
Yeah, it's based almost a year old.
Yeah.
And with feedback from everybody, like Tommy, from you, from all the other kids that ride them, I made some little changes.
Okay.
So now, this board here, Tommy likes his boards at 24. This one's 23.
I think it's 23 to 23 and a
If you're
half.
happy, I think you could. It might do other things going a little narrower if this floats you good up, but
No, I don't want you to change it too much, Blinky. I'm concerned.
okay.
I don't want to go too
Well,
far.
that's what we'll do. We'll do
from-
this exact board now. This is 2 7/8. You want your new one 3 or 2 7/8?
I mean, if it's gonna be, I want it to be poly. I want
Okay,
for it to be poly. I would say 3 because epoxy does float a little bit more, right? There's
Well,
more. What's your
lighter.
thought?
It feels like it floats more, but everybody thinks it floats more. I don't know. I don't quite think so. But if we went to 3, that's fine. But see, you what do you weigh? 165?
155 to 160. Yeah.
Then we'll go back to 2 7/8.
We should go 2 7/8?
Tommy's your same weight. And that's what he rides.
Okay.
I'm making him this exact board with all the new. This is all this new change in rockers from him the other day too.
Yeah.
So I've ordered blank for him, and I got one coming from you. So I'm gonna make you about the same thing I'm making him, except yours will be a little narrower.
Okay. What do you call this type of stringer? It's a double
It's a
stringer
wedge, it's a wedge stringer.
wedge stringer.
Yeah.
So what's your thought on the way this blank might make the board feel in comparison to other blanks?
But it's because of the stringer.
Yeah.
I only do it because in epoxy, this is weak for the fin box. This supports the fin box. That's why it's there.
Okay.
Okay? Because other than that, this is EPS. This box, if you put a big fin in this, it's going to tear the box out eventually.
Oh, no way.
So it's for not really for looks, it's for the box. And you won't need that with a polyester board. So polyester would do a single stringer, which would be 5/32, a little over a 1/4 inch.
Okay.
Because even at 9/6 we can go a 1/4 inch, but 5/30, keep the weight down. 5/32 to do that.
Okay.
Well, cool.
Okay. Well,
Kind of happy with that?
yeah. Are you gonna Are you gonna write out the order?
I got it right here.
There? Okay.
I'll get the order black minute. But let me show you your next new board.
Oh, no way.
Well, you know how you have the competition pin.
I do, and I love that board also.
Okay.